course, welcome back. Welcome to another version of Salon Talk from the Uncle Sankara media platform. Well, of course, today is Monday, the 13th day of March 2023. Well, of course, we're live from the National Council for Civic Education and Democracy. Well, of course, we don't call the office. We don't say if we don't we don't know who they can talk to. But anyway, we know the program here, Uncle Sankara, of course, as usual. Today we incorporate Claude at a robot with a major C1, and of course, as usual, strategic manager, Mr. Mohamed Kamara. Now welcome the chairman for the council. Welcome to Salon Talk, Uncle Sankara media platform. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. Good evening.
So, who are we talk to, sir?
My name is kalilu totangay. I'm the chairman for NACSED.
So, you will give me listeners a course, brief background, the function of your council, NACSED for short.
All right. The organization where President Baby in the campaign for the election 2018, IBC, if God make you win, it will set up an institution where for work, for Mako make sure say we introduce the teaching and learning of civics at the schools them in the country. And so we win is set up this institution by a proclamation of parliament, presidential proclamation within a parliament. It is set up this institution, the National Council for Civic Education and Development at that time. And I've been fortunate he make me the chairman for make I go put this institution together. So myself go around and find people them where I believe say very hard working for me and go volunteer with me till we set up this institution. For now from end of 2018 now, so till today. We job the way we've been described now for me go be an institution, like I say, where we go develop a curriculum for the teaching and learning of civics in schools. You see, make we develop teaching and learning materials for teach civics in school, and make we go train teachers them for teach civics, and make we go reintroduce civics in the schools them. And God don't make all of the things that we say if could do, we don't able to achieve them inside the last 4 years. And we main mandate is for Mako to set up this thing, in addition to what they do now in the schools then, so that we will able to work towards educating the Syrian populace so that they will become more engaged in the issues of their country, and they will be more engaged based on an informed background, and so that citizens are able to participate and contribute to national development. Now that make it be say for Mako set up this institution. So we job, we business really now for Mako make sure say we educate people them. The main essence for Mako say we will deepen democracy and good governance in our country, and Mako will promote national cohesion through civic education, through development communication, and public engagement with all sections of the population, so that we're able to manage, for get people that made and get knowledge, for able for run the country going forward. So I don't think in the institution they about, and I don't think they don't do over time.
So Mr. Kalilu, we talk about the engagements, the civic engagement with people. How the council can go about that? Well, we get 16 regions cut across the country.
16 districts. Yeah, basically, we now a small institution. We just get about 26 staff all across the country as at now. But we get back with partners them. For instance, we work with the Council of Paramount Chiefs. We are one of the strongest partners there. We work with media houses there. Recently, we've been signing an MOU with about 30 community radio stations in this country. We also get the Council of Tribal Headmen. We also get the Council of Village headmen and all of that. So the one and all, we got the police, we got other civil society groups there who we don't partner with. All we do is for Mako say, here's what we want to do. We'll call with partners and we'll agree on what we do, and whatever resources that we get, we work on through them so that we're able for cascade whatever we do across this country. And fortunately, we have always been successful in what we do through this network of partners who got across the country.
So in the engagement, we can do with let me say like a province. problem, the province. We coordinators maybe they will put something like television or blackboard, teach them, but civic education.
Basically, we got we got 5 regional coordinators. The EU now for many will coordinate this with partnership. With the whole events, for instance, we don't train about almost over 2,500 teachers inside the last 1 year. How we do that? We regional coordinators, 2 partners, the Teaching Service Commission Sierra Leone and the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School, then get the networks of teachers out there. So then we say this is what we want to do. We get some resources from other partners and through that network they make sure so all the teachers that we want for men that will take part in that training day, we get them all they come. For instance, we want to meet with the children youth coordinators there. For instance, we did all of the children there. We'll go with partners there, the National Youth Council. We'll be able to work with them for Marco will get all the people in there and Marco will get engagement with them. So we don't hold several successful engagements across this country using the model of trusted partnership with all of them groups in there.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges in the engagement here?
Oh yeah, the challenges then they, as you know, the government institution, you go make a requisition for 10 million. For instance, they only end up for you 2 million, so and that 2 million they based on all of the activities that we don't plan for do enough. But God help we get other institutions, both local and international, we see value in what we do, so they can come to say Naxid, we want from Moko work to now ABCD for do, and through that we don't be able for some of the challenges. Even an institution like this, we need to get many more staff boots on the ground. In fact, we need to get people way down to the district level for a start. We don't advocate that one day. We need coordinators in the district there. We're not able to recruit them yet because the government self, because of all what say they happen, they say the anti. So manpower, financial resources, and even a way for go around a vehicle or whatever, motorbikes or all of them, they will need for make them work, man, they will for go. All of that they don't be challenges they will get. But more importantly, we really need manpower. We need more boots on the ground, people the way we go able for send, we go able for do work. Yes, the partners and the help, but let's get their own work then for do. So if partner get work, you send your work to them, your work now go be priority. But if we get one man them on the ground, then go able for do the work for we at a faster pace and with more assured and more reliable way.
So into achievements, the achievement to the engagement here, so now the southeast in percentage, and the same percentage this council could be the chairman they get the northwest.
We're a national institution. We never look say to place like a southeast. We not get southeast. We get south. We get east. We get northeast. We get northwest. Then we get western area. That's the way we look at them. So in we don't do and we achievement also the uptake on civic education don't be the same all side. If you go now the farthest village na Falaba, you mention civic education, they're not going to know no more everything. But if you go to any school, you go make sure the picking go pull textbook, should you say, or teacher go say yes, we'll be let me do that training, now we've been did it. So as much as possible, just like our name be, we are a national institution and we treat each and every facet of we work across the board equally. So we don't do a lot. In fact, one thing that we invite Chief Minister per one of open government partnership programs, and we actually say it's one of the box above on a weight. If you see you know 100 pounds, they go third person when 200 pounds, you the same blue panam. That means the box above your weight. So that's what we have been doing. For instance, this quick term we don't come, we don't make sure we don't produce a set of 7 textbooks them for class 1 and class 2, class 2 and class 3, class 3 and class 4, class 5, class 6, GSS 1, GSS 2, GSS 3. Then are 7 books. We don't put materials inside the 7 books. We don't draw up a curriculum we will take for the teachers for teach them books. So that is a huge achievement. they don't stop for teach civics in our schools. For over nearly 2 decades, they don't teach civics in any school in this country. We don't make sure say we don't introduce civics, but civics then are 2 periods per week. Now all of the schools them, yes, some of the schools they don't do as well as the other ones and they, but the mandate they say they for teach civics. And picking them in area where I can call them when I come to school when I come. We don't get civics books. You see, yes, I guess about we left at school. So we are doing well in that way. We don't
Well, this will be the episode 1. This interview will continue. So me na Kurma SLPP, the person we do this interview na the Uncle Sankara media platform. You know, me na Kurma SLPP we they do the recording in audio picture. So when I will share this one episode 1. The episode 2 go follow also. Unatata. Well, this will be the episode 2 on a listing. Kurma SLPP.
Outing. President say do curriculum, we don't do curriculum. He say when I do teaching and learning materials, we don't do them. He say when I train teachers, we don't do them. When I introduce in a school, we don't do them. So on that side, we're very successful. But civics not only go for the na schools them. Civics because it affects the daily life. Because when I say civics, what I for an citizenship, civic education, and citizenship education. You understand? Because the citizens are not only doing at school, and some citizens we don't lost the opportunity because they're not doing at school. We decided say we do what we call the out of school civics curriculum. And we get support from UNDP in that regard. And even what we do so, we don't do pilot and we don't support. We don't do two districts them. So only the district you go there, you're gonna qualify well. When Magbokata and surrounding, you go na Yoni when 91 and the police there. You go na Kenema when Nongwa na Kenema and Dama. Now the 4 children they will take a pilot. Where will they address what they call the youth at risk? The one when they call sin and gangster, the one they VC, the life nodi. Now we they engage, now we they educate, now we they make sure say they get hope, they look ahead of themselves, then continue some of the things that we know they do for them and many be part of the development in the communities. We have been very successful in that area. For 2 years in a row, UNDP don't see the good work we don't do in the area. Even when this election they come, then call me back saying, no, when I do a proposal, we're doing for support because what we do the engagement when I do in the communities and they want for enlargement and we will enlarge and ultimately we hope say we go for president at the national level. In addition to that, recently, you know, saying by presidential proclamation, no more NAXI will exist. We don't now go na Parliament. Parliament, no, you pass unanimously. Pass the National Council for Civic Education and Democracy Act of 2022. We make a commission. We just decided for keep we name as a council. We thank you very much. We are a full-fledged commission. We are a full-fledged agency of government. So we just do all of the administrative things and now we go do the things that we're supposed to do. So we have been working very hard. We don't collaborate with several government agencies. For instance, where the Ministry of Finance can pull a national budget. Now huge document. You and I will even go to school. We know they get patient for read the national budget. We see they know you are almost on the parliamentarians and they say they read in a parliament and they sleep. So what would they do? Would they take that document there? Would they make it into a small book? What would they call the citizens budget? For instance, look the copy now. Okay. So that big document we the Minister of Finance pull. Now in with the thing so we make them into illustrations, we make them small into simple English and put everything down there so that if somebody want to know actually everything inside that budget day and how they go monitor whether the government don't give the money to the community men and men just can't take this book they give them the vital information where they need. We also work with the Ministry of Agriculture where they bring this the new agriculture children they give they invite the private sector. We help them for men and go do the Adam column, the communication, Ministry of Environment, where they want to do tree planting. Now we in the country, now we go do the public education for them. We work with UNICEF, we work for UNDP, and most other institutions because we reach out to the communities and the communities then over time we don't build trust with them just because of that kind of thing they do. We will do so. Hey, we know the work we do within the national work. Them believe in the national work, and so a lot of trust there. Even over there, for more picking, go learn more about the country. Twice now in a row with the old, what we call the national quiz competition. In that national quiz competition, with the old and from Falaba to Kailan to Pujong to Cambia, all send at this country, school picking, they get an opportunity for be part of that quiz competition. Why? Because one made them all know about the country equally. At the same time, if you listen every Thursday from 6 to 7 o'clock, we get what we call civic and development talk. What they do now, 98.1 Radio Democracy. We don't all land now for 4 years in a row, and we don't talk about things that are very vital. We get a strong listenership. We put them on Facebook page. Recently, we don't begin send ourselves inside our website so that people go know things. And most importantly, we get one segment what we call Mr. and Madam Good Citizen. We a day we send a message about how the development they take place. Of course, even we a camp and the registration, anybody who been there around is see the audio and video jingles all pull. We got all of the political parties already in the parliament, the leaders, and they all join and they put out a message we will transmit wide across this country so that we can make sure say people don't understand what's in the rules and responsibilities them and what's in the right and the registration. The same thing we will continue for do. That same day we will send out about 800,000 SMS messages then to Serenans across the board for encourage them for go register. We are trying to do the same so that they will go and collect the registration documents then, and we will do the same so that they will go out there and vote. They're not the only vote, make them maintain the peace and look forward to what's going to happen.
Okay, the program now Salon Talk from the Uncle Sankara Media Platform. Well, of course, we live from the National Council for Civic Education and Democracy. We talk to the Chairman Kalilu Totangay. Now that Sierra Leone can go into it, use the moments of the June 24 general election. Which role will NASIP play?
Well, we already defined even inside the new act where they will do support democratic election. I mean, we name don't change to civic education and democracy, and we also support good governance and this country. Even before the election, we don't hold big partnership meeting where we draw up the attention on everybody. We work closely with the Sierra Leone police. We work closely with ONS. We don't get the tools of the stick, but we get the tools of the crowd. We never go out there and talk to the communities, and I make the Sierra Leone police and the local police and partnership board. We work closely with them because we believe say information is power. Even one way people then the feel then about people them we they go get for use for go perpetrate violence for the election. We believe say we get a responsibility for go out there to them. Not to carry their own message before the politician and they go bring their own message come to them. More force go down reach them. More begin to talk to them about why make it important for men to go participate first in the election and why them for participate in the election, and most importantly why them for make sure say they're not trained from violence at all. So we continue we work for do that. And as I talk to you, we work with the International IDEA Institute for Democracy. We come. There's usually one of the institutions that we don't go for work with. The first thing we go for do is because anything we do, if you know based on fact, a tendency they say you go mislead. So what we do is we do what we call youth perception survey. What that means is one for talk, one for empirical tools, the one for get statistics. What really the young man then think about politics and election in our country? How they can get the information about politics and election in this country? Why wouldn't they participate? Wouldn't only they participate? What's necessary for be done so that we go increase the participation? Why make violence can they? How this violence can occur? What necessary we can do for more to curtail the violence in the community? So that perception survey we the plan them right now. Hopefully by the 25th or before the end of the month, we will don't get the result of that perception survey day. And we'll go hold a big press conference, we'll call the political leaders, we'll call the election management body them for more.
Well, Fambulen, this one na the episode 2. Remember see the episode 3 go come where Uncle Sankara media platform, the interview the chairman for civic education, Mina Kurma SLPP, are the next episode 3. Well, this na Kurma SLPP. This na the episode 3 of the interview where Uncle Sankara media platform interview Mr. Kalilu Totangay. Now listen.
We can unveil what you will find out say young people then say about politics and election of this country. Then we now after that we will go over to the call a message development seminar. Based on what we will find out from the young people, then we will now craft messages there. We will go able to send to people like our media and other media houses there, so that we will constantly bombard the young people with their messages there, so that we will able to get a mind change and we will go for encouragement and not take part in violence, but at the same time encouragement and participate in the election, because voting is an election not only a civic right, but a civic responsibility. So we don't plan for do. In addition to that, we will work with other institutions and we will work with the National Youth Commission for more to develop what we call a youth manifesto. We young people that will come together, the one that we're doing at school, the one that we're not doing at school, for make them go come together and say, hey, what's up? When we elect the next government, what do we expect the next government for do for we? What do we expect of politicians, whether the local council, whether the parliament, what do we expect of them? Because normally people don't understanding of the rules of the different politicians, then it can be very problematic. Because people they still believe say the MP for go make bridge for them. People still believe say the MP get responsibility for go build Bondo Bush for them, and all of that in a day. But because some MPs they know they get that kind of resources, and they said they afraid or then they even shame for going to their constituencies. So when they kind of parliament, and then they really go whole meeting with the constituency so that they go bring the constituency and voice inside parliament, because that representation they about. So we want for actually educate people, they make them understand, say this man will they come for countryman for MP, your rule now for represent you now. Your rule now for make you go get an oversight meeting over the government MDAs and government ministries. You understand? Your rule now for make laws. So now when I go assess this man, this man is actually able to represent we. Now we understand the issues them. You understand? A bold enough, you go able to team up and talk on we behalf. Now they present it. Or when I just want the man who gets more money, we call in a corner, give 20,000, you go drink pack back, and that will be the end. There's a man they go now, all the money we get in a pocket. But where you go now, the other money they get, they keep up for himself because now the whole you don't dig, they go for cover that whole force before the next election. So now your education, you think say people they're lacking, and that make we get problem of representation in many places. So we want for educate people then clearly, make them see the rules then we do for the politicians there, and the relationship of them politicians with their rules and the understanding of their rules, and even then as politicians, because people they really understand, say somebody, the people that understand, if somebody watching say and then the Bush has a good man for MP, a no good man for MP, because people don't understand how wasn't the characteristic of a good MP, wasn't the MP rule. But because we don't know anybody no more who can say, hey, we have some money, somebody, me I get back money, I will do this, then people they fall for that kind of thing. That kind of thing enough for day really. If that they be the quality of a governance go poor. If the quality of a governance poor, development side go be challenged, and who that go suffer ultimately, and the people themselves and them go suffer. So we will actually understand, make people to understand them thing in it, so that they could build some skills and knowledge and aptitude about how them thing in it go they play. So nobody will just kind of more fool and say when I follow me, then follow me. Especially this is a very crucial time. You know, this is a very crucial time because some of the issues that we do, somebody will say, but the rest done there, Pamai done there, then why also we pull them. Okay, but because the rest done there, Pamai done there, yes, everybody angry say the rest done there, Pamai done there. But they're not a guarantee say can do, you go for do better. So people that for able to ask, okay, rest done there, Pamai done there. How when you come, how you can make sure say the rest price and the permanent price come down. Make it try for educate and convince the people that make them know say that. Or me not go say, but me don't do this, that's also I don't do, that's also I don't do. But not all you get right. How the things that you not get right, how you go get them right. People that able for ask you them question, the critical question in there, so that people then go really the politicians then go be answerable to the people there from the time they in the contest, even when they inside government, they know the people then go for asking this strong question there. They go be careful how they go behave, but unfortunately that's very much lacking, and that makes so somebody go say, they were also a social tribe, they are also a social tribe, me na social tribe, when I vote for me na una brother, I will come up with you. Those things no they put bread and butter on the people on the table. Now real concrete action, informed action, and we based on example, then they change the people their life. So why the politicians when they talk to them, for many will get vote, we say we tell people that we own, so that they will get clear understanding, may they understand the people, then the kind of people their way, then they deal with and how then go people then go get for work for them. So now that kind of thing then I work, especially during this election, and we're not shy away from it at all. We go everywhere in this country for make we educate people them. We use a lot of medium. Una we do, una council, una one group we go rely on for do that. The small resources we get, we sell for people, we sell for lobby, we lobby, so that we make sure say we voice could be heard. Because it's very important for me we voice could be heard. You understand? Because we the voice we carry now the citizenship voice. Now the citizenship voice. The voice of the citizen, if it be louder than the politician. If we allow the politician they could be louder than we, now he make they can create problem. Now he make first can they over things that we people don't know. If we need for fight over, we not for allow that for happen. Because we as good citizens, we say like how we see they can put out. We say so thing do this or not do that, because now this good citizen for do for himself in community and in country, and anything they we really want for insist on throughout this election.
Alright, the program Salon Talk on Sankara Media Platform where I come back to me analyst there. I get Mr. Mohammed Kamara, when I'm the strategic manager, and of course Major C1 we incorporated Uncle Sankara Media Platform for 2 questions or analysis. I start with strategic manager.
Yes,
sir.
First of all, I need this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President, right, President Julius Madabio, where he established this national civic education. CEOs, I remember having a good school in the primary school. We get civics as a subject matter.
Yes.
And believe it me or you, from there, I developed a passion for government. Yeah. From there, I developed a passion for political science. From there, I developed a passion for studying international relations, international law, and diplomatic science. Yeah. All that get produced moralities in society. Exactly. I really appeal to His Excellency so equal as well. With the work cable chairman of this institution, we talk about the subvention issue. Okay. Really appeal for society, make them sure the government of the Republic of Sri Lanka, President Julius Madabio, come the 2023 election, we expect her to come back to State House, make the key. This civic education council as much as 10 to 20 billion. You know what? All these people about all over the gates. This misinformation all over the gates. This political perverse. There are people they believe us, they don't believe. This demoralization they talk first. This inalphabetization where they talk to morally, we have about 60% in alphabetics, all because we not give space for civic education for work. Yeah. Now let me come back to it, sir. The chairman made a job very importantly. If authority can get the adequate financial help from the government of the Republic of Sierra Leone to the Ministry of Finance, CEO Mr. Sankara, we need as many as civic education centers in this country, not only for read, learn people they have to read and write, but equally as well for them to go able to think whose information for things is not correct and whose information for things it is the correct information. Now you should solve with it.
Scientific manager not cut you.
Yes, sir.
When the chairman made the talk,
yes.
You remember when I asked him a question.
Yes,
so this is here we did.
Yes,
when he even mentioned and show a pamphlet,
yes, sir.
We like waiting that big book.
Yes,
we expect when I go free for read them.
Yes,
then they put them into pamphlet to him. They say we turn one page.
Yes,
I you read no more. They read in the switch you till you read are done.
Yeah.
They also talk on. Then they go na chiefdoms them. Then they talk to the people. Then they get face to face. One-on-one talk with the people for telling them their responsibility as a citizen.
For support answer, civic education stand for not be visionary and get focus on some way they go. And the honest talker, and I stand straight for talker, for develop Sierra Leone, we don't.
Well, this na the episode 3. Episode 4 the come. You know, me na Kurma SLPP. Well, this na the episode 4. Live from Nasid, Freetown, the 13th March 2023, from the Uncle Sankara Media Platform. Well, the Uncle Sankara Media Platform then do an exclusive interview with the chairman of National Council for Civic Education and Democracy, when Mr. Kalilu Totangay, we express the need for raised national awareness through chiefdom, district, and regional level as in the key moral upliftment. Well, we will listen to Uncle Sankara Media Platform when we interview Mr. Kalilu Totangay. We will listen.
For talk, so where are you from? Who are you? Who about you? Where is the Uncle Sankara platform? We totally depends on what people talk south. We are not. What also?
Yeah.
Why we become subject to it? Because since I say, in the political history of this country, of a faithful realize, the president gives the right president for them to salute before, looking like this objection. The man gets a medium national midterm plan, if you look to that, civic education is part of it.
Yeah.
On many occasions, we ask me some basic and secondary educations. But what you go able to, for when we come to you and say, SLPP bad, SLPP really work, that I in the line, what do you go able to for let people not believe that at all? It's not civic education. I can't for talk say, but what you go to say yes, SAPC. Indeed, they can't even COI. Indeed, we did get from an official source say, they tips say that civic education. What you do, we stand for talk say, believe it me or yes sir. Yes sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Believe it because what you do, we stand for talk say, let we all try to accept what is correct for developed Salon. Let we not try for going the wrong way. And believe it, we will go before, we get for resources, we invest more in civic education. So that man will not put tough court, where he come out tomorrow, where he gonna host, where he gonna sell, he gonna one school, they go to show up, not only for the right to, but for talk say, this is your responsibility as a citizen of this country. You understand, Mr. Sankara?
Right.
I tell the chairman, thank you, and I wish you good luck. When we come back to power, believe it me or you, I don't say independence. Now, the papa for the east, now the papa for the west, now the papa for the rural district, the western area, all these things are all the other institutions also, the national institutions also. But how we go to develop them? We want to develop this national institution with the person today. Sir, but when we look at the aims and objectives, they would the honorable chairman on top.
Okay.
And among them, it tell me a lot. right? What is the stand to challenge them, and how they determine for conquer them, and what is there in place come 2023 this year? What are we going to
June 24.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, strategic manager. Thank you for the analysis there with no question. Let me come over now to Major C1. Yes, you don't listen from Chairman Kalilu Totangay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Uncle Sankara. And also interesting in the topic we will discuss about civic education. But I want to go straight to the point. This ABC will not exist, but it seems as if the job of the ABC not be well done. Now, the commission, they try to do part of this job. So I would like for the commissioner just tell me small about the attitude and the behavior of Sierra Leoneans, whether for bring the change. We obviously are part of the curriculum, now the commission, and which of the SDG them we really then don't challenge, we then don't even make benchmark. Low cities themselves go know how far this commission don't push for send the country go before.
Thank you very much, Major C1. Yes, Chairman, Kalilu, over to you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad with the way the major the question we ask. You know, we ABC been there, then they talk about attitudinal and behavioral change. And a very good thing, but see, the approach is then different. Because if you want for change people, then attitude and behavior, it will be based on some change theory. And not to cinema when I will get us some cinema when I say when I go do sensitization. No, we need to do that. So all we have done is we look at it from three perspectives. One, we say knowledge and understanding. So now that make we decide to put together a curriculum where they focus on knowledge and understanding. And the curriculum we put together, we chunk them for class 1 and class 2. We know saying as more picking the things and this information they will don't get. If you want to teach them about government, you know we only start for tell and say government. You get for tell and say my house. You say what did happen at home? The papa mama relationship and the beginning relationship, you make them clear. As they go up, you can go small thing, you go begin now talk to people then about government. But what we do exactly, we don't base we own approach on knowledge and understanding. Now make with the make them books and they put a lot of activities in. The activities they will put inside their books and they now will make now the beginning will get what in they call skills and aptitude. You know, unfortunately, but come on on advocacy on something there where they're not patient for understanding things they want to advocate about. Chances they say if somebody not patient for advocate on things them, you go get them wrong. If you say you want to be an environmental activist, you get for be patient for understand the issues there in the environment, so that you're able to build the skills there for be a good advocate. Ultimately, what we want to achieve now, what we call civic disposition, because with a civic disposition, a place of being, we is in a tolerance. Ability, we see na respect for the rule of law, we see na respect for one another, you know we see and I'm right for stretch me hand, but if I stretch me hand say and now on sankara na you know not to me right to na even right I don't violate. So they can understanding in the all now we want many people then get, but they know we get it overnight just by sensitization. No, we not to do no sensitization. We are really focused on education. Even the out of school civics we want for embark on now. We don't already develop a curriculum for that. We call it out of school civic education curriculum and a citizenship education. We not only develop them, we begin use our want. We don't pre-test them. We see how it work. Like I be tell we don't do na Tonkoli district and Kenema district. The pilot district and that will take. So every time we don't want to say we can go to the and see how that it work, how do we put the approach and how it take roots in the community. Because ultimately when you talk about youth stakeholder dialogue sessions, for instance. Normally, we would call them, choose them, and then young man, they go say, hey, the young man, they participate. The young man, they do the young man, they say, they chief their wicked, and then they put Boku Kasipari. But no time now, where the two don't sit down, they don't talk, and don't get a point of conference. You understand? Oh, policeman, and I saw them bad, and I saw them they're wicked. The policeman is saying, oh, bad, they're lawless, they're rude. But they're not ever student for try for eye on the differences there. What we able to do for them now, we make them go sit down together and talk. So a problem happen, say somebody don't thief, then they say then get them who we call youth ambassadors who don't train. police they call that youth ambassador, but if something don't happen in that neighborhood, now so person they don't suspect, or will not get suspect, they do another for help. Among them said the youth man and say segment and then they go find the person who do that and they say not can give you bad name. You understand? Why is that? Because we don't take a deliberate action of education, make them know how each and everybody within the community in behavior they affect another. If we're able to move down now from then this region, we don't plant and so we begin transplanting now all that this region till the whole nation. Chances they say things are going to improve in terms of the way we young people conduct themselves, even in terms of the way we would relate with one another. So for instance, somebody will say, hey, this man, this social tribe, why is you don't answer? Why would I get with sister? But understand, say we all at the same country we all get right for Sudan. Any side of this country, as long as we get the resources for Sudan. So then kind of approaches and yes, ABC was a good idea, but I really see civic education and the focus who the care on, it could be a better idea for the development of this country.
All right, Chairman Kalilu Totangay, so waiting will be your final wrap up because the most busy moments now the June 24 election na Salon, the National Council for Civic Education and Democracy. Final say to Sierra Leoneans, what did they see you now?
Me, I just go encourage all Sierra Leoneans them for men to participate. The one that we listen with the register, do ya when the time come from the 17th to the 26th, men and go pick then ID card them. And after that, many people can tell them say my carry this on side, give me your ID card. Now lie. Keep your ID card, not get to your husband, not get to your wife, not get to your mama, not keep on some side for yourself. Not put in a pocket man in the past for them. A loss.
Well, Fambule, that is stopper me na Kurma SLPP. Awame kuna share this.